Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to do a quick little video, a couple points I wanted to talk about in regards to CBD. Now, last week on Sunday, I filmed some content with my sponsor H&I about my experiences with CBD and my experiences with prescription drugs for anxiety and how I was able to get off of my prescription drugs. Now, when I was making the video or talking about my point, I didn't think for 1 second that people would take this as I was endorsing going cold turkey for prescription medication. Obviously, that was not my point. That was not my intention. But I had seen in some of the comments on the video that H&I had posted on one of their social media outlets that some people kind of got the impression that we were condoning or endorsing people going cold turkey from their prescription meds to get on CBD. That's a ridiculous idea or suggestion that someone go out and do that. Obviously, people who require prescription drugs, they're on them for a reason. You know, it's kind of a dangerous thing to take someone off their prescription medication, especially for anxiety, depression, things like that. My point was, I was explaining to people that my experience, I chose to go cold turkey from my prescription drugs that I was on for 10 years to get on CBD. I had gotten to a point where I was absolutely sick of being on prescription drugs. I hated the fact that I was on them. I hated the way they made me feel, and I had made a choice then and there that I was going to be done with them. And taking CBD just kind of helped fill the gap and take me to a place to where I am a lot better mentally, and I am without addiction to those prescription drugs. So in no way were we condoning getting off prescription drugs cold turkey. Obviously, it's not a smart idea. To people who took it that way, that wasn't the point. The point was, I was just giving my personal experience. And another point I wanted to address in regards to taking CBD. I had heard a radio ad this week about a local company that sells CBD, and the girl on the commercial went as far to say, "I love my CBD drops from such and such a company. They instantly relieve my anxiety and my depression." That's ridiculous. That's just asinine. It actually makes me angry when people advertise CBD products that way, or really any product in general. When you say it instantly gets rid of something, it instantly cures it, you're setting yourself up for failure, and you're setting the people who sell and produce that product up for failure, because the standard you've set is unrealistic. So someone is going to buy the product, they're going to take it for a week, nothing's going to happen, and they're going to be like, this stuff's bullshit. And, you know, why would I continue to take this stuff? It didn't do anything. The chick on the radio said it instantly relieves my anxiety. That's not how it works. Now, if you are someone who suffers from anxiety or depression, like I did for a very long time and still do, little things in life seem overwhelming, and overwhelming things in life seem like there's no way that you can cope with or get through them. What I have found is with CBD, it's like, let's say you're floating down the river and you have to float down 20 miles downriver. Without any medication, without CBD, you're just set to float. No life preserver, no boat, no supplies, no nothing. You're floating down the river. It seems like a task that's insurmountable. What I found is with CBD gives you the tools, gives you the resources to handle life, handle situations. Now all of a sudden you've got a boat. Now all of a sudden you've got a life jacket. All of a sudden you've got supplies, a paddle. You've got a tent so you can pull over at the end of the day and set up shop and sleep. That's how CBD works. It provides you with tools to get through whatever struggle it is you're struggling through. It in no way gets rid of my anxiety. It does not get rid of anybody's anxiety. That's not how that stuff works. So to put out a claim that it instantly relieves my anxiety, it instantly relieves my inflammation or pain, you're just setting everybody up for failure. There's so many skeptical people. There's people out there that are so skeptical. I could show them a $1 bill and they would be like, that's not a $1 bill. That's a $5 bill. You folded it, or you painted it, or you glued something on. Like, there's people that would be skeptical of everything. I mean, they could take CBD and feel great results. They could take anything and feel. They're gonna have something shitty to say about it. There's just people who are born skeptics, and you're never gonna please them no matter how you try. So I'm not worried about those people. When people comment CBD doesn't work, it's a joke. I took it for a week and nothing happened. It's not how it works. If you are someone who is considering trying CBD, just go into it knowing that it's not going to cure it. It's going to give you the ability to work through whatever it is you're working through. And if you are someone who is on prescription medication, I wouldn't suggest doing what I did and like going cold turkey and just dropping your prescription meds and just going right for CBD. This is something that you can work with your doctor or your psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever the person you're seeing, close friends, family that you know of the problems that you have, and be like, I'm gonna start tapering off my prescription meds and I'm gonna start tapering on CBD. That would be a good way to start. I'm not necessarily saying that's what you should do. I'm just kind of throwing out ideas there. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a pharmacist. I don't know anything other than my experiences. So I hope that clears up some questions and comments that have been floating around H&I or like Metroflex, their social media outlets who carry CBD products. They do help a lot of people, and I just want you to know what actual real story, guidelines, conditions, all that stuff is when you actually get started.